Hi guys, this is Byron, and today I have with me the MJH 1100 Gundam Barbatos High Resolution Model version. So this is essentially the high resolution model made by Bandai, but completely made out of plastic parts. So the original high resolution model, the HiRM as like people like to call it, was a half kind of metal build, kind of Gunpla combination thing. It was a Chinese-made plastic frame with plastic kind of pre-painted frame with some die-cast metal parts with a bunch of Japanese plastic Gunpla armor attached onto it. So this is essentially a full plastic version of that kit, I assume. And this is just going to be the unboxing for now. As you can see from this box, this is just a white box with the Barbatos logo, and as you can see it's a little metallic, which is kind of cool. It's got the logo on all four sides, all of these sides. So it's pretty minimal packaging, which is kind of cool. It reminds me of the Hobby Star packaging for like the Avalanches and the Exias and things like that. It's really just minimal. It's like if you see it in the store, you're like, if you know, you know, but if you don't, then you're like, oh, this looks like a power symbol or like an on switch for something. But anyways, so it's really simple, minimal box. The only way that you can tell that it's actually made by M.j.h is right at the back. It has the M.j.h logo, and hopefully even though this is pretty much kind of like a plastic conversion of the HiRM, the HiRM, hopefully it'll retain the MJH quality, which actually I don't really know what the quality is. I just know that a lot of designers and some people involved with Dragon Momoko have transferred to MJH. And this is one of their first full-on Gundam Gunpla kits, because originally, I think before this, they made the LED unit for the Perfect Grade Exia, and they also made kind of like a chibi-styled Evangelion unit, Eva Unit 01. So this is kind of like what I think is one of their first forays back into Gunpla, like actual plastic Gundam models, which is kind of cool. Here's it compared to the Gundam Barbatos HG box. As you can see, it's pretty small. And this is, next to it, is with a master grade box, the EZ8. So it's a little smaller than that, and it is definitely thinner than that. So here it is with that. Here's more of, I guess, a normal sized high grade box. This is the Hong Kong Gundam Docs exclusive, or for now, the limited item, the Kapul, that I haven't built yet. So as you can see, it's pretty thin. It's not too big. But yeah, so we'll just open up this guy and see what's in it. All of that just falls to the floor, but it's fine. So, let's open up this box. So I got all of the parts out of the bag, and we're ready to just look through all the runners. So what's interesting about the HiRM, or the HiRM high resolution model, is that it's very high resolution, I guess? No, it has a lot of detail. It's known for its really excellent part separation, and all of the original plastic has a lot of nice metallic coating, gloss coating. Just, it's a really has really great straight out of the box presentation. So let's see what happens when MJH takes their stab at the HiRM model. So first off, none of the runners have any sort of dual molding or any other parts. Every runner is its own single color. So this is all of the yellow parts, and as you can see here, I said yellow, not like that sort of gloss metallic goldish yellow that's used in the Bandai version. And as you can see, pretty good. Right now the quality seems really good. I can't see any noticeable defects at all yet. So the next frame, the next runners are the two B frames. There's two B frames, and these are what seem to be the frame runners. So these are the B runners, and these are the frame parts. And it's kind of hard to see on camera, I apologize. I don't have any sort of lighting setup. But as you can see here, some of the piston detail this is also part of the pistons. Because on the original HiRM, I'm just going to call it that, the HiRM, the high resolution model, was pre-painted. It had goldish, bronzish paints over silver for a lot of the pistons. Because this is all molded in a grayish plastic, we lose a lot of detail. You're just going to have to hand paint it yourself. Same thing with the frame itself. It's all just this gray plastic. On the high resolution model, it was more of a kind of coppery, khaki kind of. It wasn't just a solid gray, it was a mix of different colors. So if you want that same effect, you're gonna have to paint it. But once again, I didn't mention the price earlier. The high resolution model is about more than $100 US, $130 US. This kit that I got in Hong Kong was about $21 US. So for that value, I don't mind hand painting. I'm not complaining. So the next thing are these two. There's two of these. There's two C runners, and they are just more frame parts. You can see here there's nice hand detailing. It is actually pretty sweet. Anyways, there's a nice detail on it. The details look really sharp. They look really clean. So far, no noticeable, really glaring, any bad production costs. I mean, not production costs, any bad production. This is a third-party kit. Here's more pistons that are unpainted. But so far, everything looks really sharp and clean, which is pretty awesome, for a third-party kit. All the hand detailing doesn't look very, it doesn't look all smudged out or anything. Everything looks really sharp. The next is another D frame. It's not a D frame, it's a D runner, and it is actually more frame parts. So you can see the head right here. You can see more detailing, which would have been a separate color. You can see the head part, the actual face part of the Barbatos, the Gundam frame. And yeah, so this is all just plastic, which would have been pre-assembled already in the high resolution model, but this is just more frame parts. So this is D, runner D. Next we have runner E, and it is a combination of the weapons and of, I think, probably more frame parts as well, or backpack parts maybe. And this is also interesting too because this comes with the same weapons as the high resolution model from what I can tell. It comes with the sword, the katana, as well as the Smorgasbord gun or whatever. That's probably very wrong, I'm sorry. It comes with the gun and the sword. So it doesn't come with the giant mace, it doesn't come with any other accessories, just what came with the high resolution model. And you can see here, well, I can see here, I don't know if you can see, this kind of doesn't really work if you can't see what I'm trying to show. I realize that now. But there is nice detailing on the sword itself. There's nice detailing that was there originally. It's got the Barbatos sign, the symbol, as well as some detailing right here on the hilt. And it looks really clean. It actually looks really good. I'm really impressed. And the sword is just one solid piece, kind of like the high grade. I think it was the same with the high resolution model as well. So there's that. This is E. Then we got two F frames. This is when we start getting into the armor, and this is when we start noticing a little bit of there's kind of like that swirling effect that's going on. And yeah, as I said before, this is just a solid, white plastic. It doesn't have any metallic coating, any gloss coating. It's just a normal, plastic shine. It's not anything special. But it does have the same sharp details. It's got these nice lines, and overall it just looks really solid. I'm really excited to snap this up. I hope to get it snapped up this week. We'll see, and then I'll put up a full review of it. Anyways, there's two of these F runners, frame, everything is looking good so far, nothing too glaring. There's a G frame, and there's more armor parts. The symbol for the Barbatos is right there again. Everything is looking really good. You know, here's the little mouthpiece. Nice details. Yeah, not much to say about that. Here's the H frame, and okay, here we go. So the H frame is interesting because there's some parts on the high resolution model that were kind of a clearish pink. Mostly the power, I mean not the power symbols, the symbols on the Barbatos's shoulders and logos. You know, it was kind of more of a pinkish metallic sheen to it that had kind of like a chrome paint on the bottom to make it more reflective from the bottom. And yeah, this is all just pure red plastic. The logos that go underneath, it does still retain the same color separation, which is great. And color separation, part separation is great. There are no stickers that come with this kit. So no eye stickers, no marking decals, no water slides, no stickers at all, which is pretty cool. So hopefully that means, you know, all the color applications, all the color details from the original model should be here. But yeah, this is just a solid red, and it looks fine. It's, you know, I kind of do like that pinkish metallic pink, or that clear pink that was used on the high resolution model. But, you know, like I said, that's $100 something versus $20. And here we have the eye. This is when we start getting into our kind of our eye non-white. This is a gray. This is a really light gray. So here we have the white and the gray, and then the frame gray, the dark gray. So there's gonna be some nice color separation there. There's only a couple parts with these. There's 2 runners of these, but it's gonna look nice. I really like the details on the high resolution model, so I'm really excited to snap this up. There's also another gray runner. It's really small, but these are just smaller pieces. Just more details, just very tiny, not tiny, but smaller parts. And then we have a very small runner of just 3 blue parts. So this goes for the, you know, like I think it's the chest, the top of the chest, and then I think just a couple more details. And it's a really small runner. But even smaller than that is our eye details. Like I said before, there is no stickers. So, and before, the high resolution model already had kind of pre-painted eyes on the model, but this is just a kind of lime greenish. It's not really that. I don't think I'll probably paint it, maybe like a metallic green, but this is, if you don't want to paint anything, if you don't want to do anything, you know, it's got eye details, which should work out perfectly. And those are all the runners, so it goes from A to L. And here's the instruction sheet. It's once again really simple, really minimal, and it just goes through all the parts again. And yeah, it's pretty cool because it starts, you know, it starts out building the frame, but it tells you what section of the frame that you're starting on, with the nice little picture in the middle of, you know, what you're actually working on. And so it has you build the frame first, and then it has you start adding on the body armor. They call it the body frame, but it's actually, you know, the armor parts to it. And it shows you what sections you're working on. It doesn't look too complicated of a build. You know, it's not super, there is a lot of part separation, but it, you know, this is kind of like, it's almost like a real grade, maybe? Ooh, my voice just cracked. It's almost like a real grade, which I love. I love real grades. I love the out-of-box detail that it comes with, but it's pretty basic. There's not much to it, actually. There's no, you know, product shots, no glossed up pictures. It's very, very minimal, which is interesting. There's not even, you know, it doesn't even say m.j.h on the instructions. There's no logo, which is interesting. So yeah, anyways, so this is an unboxing of the high resolution, or I guess it's not, it's high resolution styled m.j.h 1100 Gundam Barbatos high resolution model version. So this is just a plastic kit of the high resolution model. You have to build your own frame, and I'll snap it up and review it, and we'll see how that goes. I'm sorry if I'm a little rambly. I don't know what I'm doing. Alright.